No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello gin lovers and welcome back to the humble gin drinking studio of Old Freeman here. And today, my friends, we're going to be humbly drinking this little chap, which is Mason's Orange and Lime Leaf Yorkshire Gin. Now, my regular viewers and subscribers will know that I have absolutely ploughed through the entire range of Mason's gin, and it has been, honestly, they've got loads of different flavours. Have a look back through my videos, all sorts of really sort of weird and wonderful and really original flavours, but bloody brilliant flavours as well. So, or so I thought, because the chaps at Mason's wrote to me and said, do you realise you've actually missed one out? So they sent me a bottle of this, Orange and Lime Leaf Yorkshire Gin. So I am unbelievably excited to get stuck right in for you today. But before we do, my friends, once again, one of my wonderfully kind and extraordinary subscribers have become one of my patrons. So I need to say thank you very much to Noren. Noren, you are a gentleman, sir, an official supporter of the show, and I salute you. So then, my friends, let's see what they say about themselves on their website, shall we? And as you know, it is from Yorkshire, so I shall be employing my extraordinarily accurate Yorkshire accent. Juniper, orange and kaffir lime leaf are perfectly balanced with a punchy and fragrant gin and a long dry finish. For the perfect gin and tonic, we recommend serving with plenty of ice, premium Indian tonic water and garnishing with some lime zest. And to be honest, that's kind of all they say about it. They talk about the awards they've won and everything, but to be honest, we've sort of spoke about that before with the other gins. So I think for once, my friends, let's keep the fannying about to an absolute minimum and crack on with the smelling and the tasting. Now, because all the other Masons I've tried on this show have been the little tester bottles, those little sort of miniature ones, this is the first full-size one we have. So it is the first one with a cork. So this is the first ever Mason's cork test. So here we go. Do we have a squeak? No, it's a bit chilly in here. I'm just going to sort of moisten my hand slightly to get a good grip on the cork. There we go. Here we go. Going for the full pull. Here we go. Oh, a lovely big hearty Northern Yorkshire pull. I like that very much. Well done, Masons. Whoops, we nearly lost the cork there. So get her in the old glass, and I tell you straight away, the smell has preceded the smelling, if you will, because it is creeping out of the glass and it's already entering my nostrils. So let's have a good old, give it a complete nostril full just to give the full judge of the smell. That makes no sense, but I think you know what I mean. Oh, you know, it's a good one. It makes me make make that sort of sound that goes like, oh, like a sort of an asthmatic old man. Now that, my friends, straight away, the bar has been set extraordinarily high. I cannot even reach the bar that Masons have set. So it's got, you know, it's up against some tough competition with itself, but straight away, that just smells, it's that gorgeous sort of strong, confident essence that the Mason's gins have all had, with which sort of tells you that everything is in perfect balance in there, but a beautiful sort of massive sort of thick cloud, a fog, if you will, of orange. And he sort of, I don't know if I'm getting a huge amount of lime, but maybe that's more in the flavours. So, which brings me neatly on to the tasting. So let's marry the fellow up with the tonic, shall we? So how much have we got in there? Just a tiny little bit, I reckon. That'll do for now. It could be a bit strong, but you know, I'm hardcore, as you know. What percentage is it? It's hard to actually say. 42% ABV. So my friends, here we go. Mason's Orange and Lime Leaf Gin. I say, cheers. Holy I tell you what, I don't know what they are doing up there in Yorkshire, but they know how to make a gin. All that sort of, I always say you can tell when someone's poured their heart and soul into it, but as well as heart and soul, you can always taste expertise as well, and that has got it in abundance. It's just a wonderful sort of hearty, powerful gin with all those sort of, what I would say, qualities that a classic gin gives. You know, the juniper, obviously, and coriander, and the spices, and the citrus, but it's just kind of dialed up the orange massively. It's just gone whoop, straight up there with the orange. Again, can I? Yeah. So, with the tasting, you're definitely getting a bit of the lime as well. I wouldn't say it's hugely lime. You wouldn't go, ooh, lime, in that rather camp way. But it's more of a kind of the orange sort of forms the main body of it, but it's kind of got a light, delicate shell of liminess, if you will. And as I always say on this channel, I love, love, love an orange gin. And again, look how it's completely colourless, okay? You do not need to be putting these artificial sort of fruity colours, which kind of sort of, I think, patronises your, I was going to say audience, your customer base. Because look, again, look at the old orange Gordons up there. Look at the colour of that. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. You don't need to do that. Clearly, you do not need to do that, because look at the colour of that. That is supremely orange, massively kind of citrus, and you just don't need to sort of mess about with stuff like that. And it's not overpowering either. That sort of orange flavour is used so delicately and expertly. It kind of just rests and wafts gently around in there with the other flavours and doesn't kind of compress them down. And the lime goes a sort of a level lighter again. It's almost just sort of a ghostly essence of the lime, because those are two really big flavours. And I think if you had them in sort of equal levels, they could probably fight and clash against each other and make a bit of a mess. But not in this case, my friends, because Masons clearly know exactly what they are doing, my friends. And the good news is, not only do they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to making the gin, they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to pricing it as well. Because as you all know, £30 is my top bracket. I'm mostly happy to pay, unless it's a smaller sort of startup distillery, in which I'm prepared to go a bit higher. And Masons obviously have watched my videos and heeded my advice, because they have priced this bang on at £30. It's not, I don't think it's available further afield yet, but to give you an idea, it's about, the works out at $39 and about 33 euros. And to be absolutely honest, I probably wouldn't mind paying a little bit more for it, because they're not, you know, they're not a small distillery, but they're certainly not in the mainstream. So I think they could have charged a bit more, but they haven't. So I say to my friends at the Masons Distillery, keep up the bloody good work, my friends. So, gin lovers, it is another home run for the Masons Gin Company. And do you know what? For the amount of gins they do, what is it? I've reviewed about 6 or 7 different ones now. Every single one has consistently hit the mark. So I know they're not available further afield. Some of my subscribers from all around the world, you probably won't be able to get this. However, my bit of advice for you guys is just keep your eye out for this little bottle, because I predict these guys could be one of the mainstream stars of the future. And you heard it here first from old Freeman. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget, as always, to subscribe to my channel, press the little like button on the video, and as well as the bell icon, so you get notified when all my new videos come out. And if you want to support the show like good old Norren did, then head over to my Patreon page as well. But until next time, guys, you all know the drill. I tried on something sticky there. What the hell is that? Oh, God. You know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons, and keep drinking the gin.